Well guys, the time has come for my family and I to leave Baja. So today I'm headed out to Playa Tecolote, which is actually the beach where I filmed my first video for this channel almost 2 years ago, which is crazy to think how fast the time has gone by and honestly how much has changed as well since that time. Now, for those of you who don't know, I've also been living in Mexico for almost 7 years now with my family. We've been serving here as missionaries, and so we first came to Mexico in 2017. We lived a year in Guadalajara, and then we moved over to Puerto Vallarta for just over 4 years. And then these last 2 years we've been here in Baja, Mexico. Now for my paddleboarding side of things, it all started here in Mexico. Before I lived in Mexico, in the States, I only tried paddleboarding like one time in a lake at a friend's place and thought it was fun, but honestly didn't think too much about it. But when we moved to Puerto Vallarta in 2018, living there next to the ocean, that's where my whole entire journey of paddleboarding started for me. So when we got to Puerto Vallarta, I started seeing a lot more people doing paddleboarding on the ocean there. And I really was looking for another outdoor activity to do in my spare time to enjoy time outside in God's creation and just kind of get a sense of rejuvenation back in my life as well. And so I rented a paddleboard and went out on the water again to give it a try and absolutely loved it. Now, obviously, I found it very challenging and I fell quite a bit, but I love this prospect or this process of this new sport to try and learn and enjoy it. Just a fun time outside on the water. So not long after that, I bought my first board and started my whole journey of learning how to paddleboard. I took a class and ended up becoming later a certified instructor, as we wanted to incorporate this more into our ministry as well as what we were doing in Puerto Vallarta. I wanted to be able to share my passion of paddleboarding with those in Puerto Vallarta as well, and take locals on the water and teach them how to paddleboard in a safer way and learn at a faster rate than I did too, because when you're not taking classes or learning from an instructor, your learning process can go much slower. And so I really saw the benefit of taking classes and becoming an instructor myself, and so I wanted to share that knowledge and passion with others as well in Puerto Vallarta. So fast forward to here in Baja. We got here in, what is it, 2022, I believe is what the year we came here in. That's when my passion for wanting to share more of my knowledge with more people around the world to make quality paddleboard lessons and tips available to more people around the world. And so that's where my whole idea started, to start this YouTube channel for you guys and start sharing all the tips and tricks that I've been learning through my years of becoming an instructor, as well as getting poured into by other coaches. So all that to say, my years here in Mexico have been incredibly influential in my life, especially when it comes to my paddleboarding career. And there's so much more that's going to happen in this next season of life, which I'm going to share with you guys here at the end of this video. But for now, let's drive out to Tecolote and see what the water's looking like out there. All right, we have made it here to Playa Tecolote, the beach where it all started for me and this YouTube channel here in Baja. And things are looking incredible on the water once again here in Baja California Sur. And I'm gonna be taking my paddleboard out here for a nice easy paddle session today and just enjoy my time out there on the water once again. But before we head out there for today's paddle session, I simply want to share with you guys just real quick kind of the main reason of why we've decided to finally leave Baja this year. So for the past 7 years here in Mexico, my wife and I always make sure we take time every single year to pray and talk to the Lord and simply seek His desire and will for our life for the next year, whether we should continue on here in Mexico or go back to the States or go somewhere else in the world. And this was the first year we finally felt God's calling and desire in our life to return back to the States and start a new season of life back there, closer to family, and seek His direction for the next season of life there in the States. And so that's really the main reason of why we finally have decided to leave here in Mexico. Even though we're greatly going to miss it here, we have truly enjoyed our time here, connections we have made here, and friendships, and the ministry that we do here in Mexico. We love everything about it, which has made the decision so hard to make. But at the end of the day, we feel God's calling on our life to return back to the States and start the next season of life there and trust in His direction in our life. So with that being said, we have decided to finally move back to the States here. We only have 1 month as of today left here in Baja before we move back to the States. And I'm super excited to share with you guys of where we're going to be living at and kind of the next season for this channel, as well as my career in paddleboarding as an instructor and coach, and all those good things to come here. So before I dive into that super exciting news, let's head out for today's paddle session, enjoy some time on the water today, and just be grateful for life. Well guys, I'm not gonna lie, it does not get much better than this. Such an incredible location to come and paddle at. Man, I'm really gonna miss this place. But to finally answer the question, which some of you have probably been waiting for, is I'm gonna be moving and relocating to the Seattle, Washington area of the United States. The main reason for this location is my wife's side of the family lives in this area. So we want to be closer to them with our 2 daughters so that they can enjoy time with their grandparents. And as well, the Seattle, Washington area has a great paddling community. So I'm super stoked to get more involved in that community and explore all the amazing locations there to go paddling at in the ocean there, as well as the lakes and bays. There's just so many places to explore, and I'm absolutely stoked about that. As well as for my business and my coaching career, there's a lot happening this year as well. Once we get relocated up to there, I'm gonna be offering some in-person clinics as well as some in-person coaching. But as well as my big side of the business is I'm gonna be launching an online coaching program, a team program, as well as some other coaching advice online. And so super stoked about that. It's gonna be releasing here very, very soon, probably within a month or so. So if you're someone who's interested in some paddleboard coaching online or in person, I highly recommend you get signed up for my newsletter, which is linked down below in the description box. Get signed up for that so you're the first one to know when I launch all these programs, pick which one is best suited for you, and I guarantee we'll have an awesome time working together and improving your paddleboard skills to help you become a better paddler. So with all that being said, I am super stoked for this next season of life that is coming very soon. And even though I'm really gonna miss my life here in Baja, and I know my life is gonna look very different in the States, I'm still very excited for it, as I know God has great things planned for this future, this next season coming up very soon. But from the bottom of my heart, I'm really thankful for all of you guys. And if you haven't noticed, our community here on YouTube has reached over 10,000 paddlers. That is absolutely crazy and mind-boggling to me that there are over 10,000 of you tuning in to learn more about paddleboarding skills and becoming better paddlers yourselves on the water. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for subscribing. If you are someone who watches these videos and you really enjoy them, I highly encourage you to subscribe to the channel. It's free to do and it helps me get more content to create for you guys, work with more brands and create more amazing stuff. So get signed up or subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.